Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Stalker 2. So, last episode featured some frustrations in the form of and by the name of bloodsuckers. I'm hoping that does not happen to be the case today. But I'm fully expecting that it will be. You guys didn't see anything. Yeah, I know it's very late for me to say that. Don't really care though. Hold on, there was another place that looked like it might be of interest. His sex dungeon's behind that door. Got it. Fascinating, isn't it?
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings, it was out of the question.
We just picked that up.
So, they all got carried away with their dream of our perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were. But my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
You know, I said earlier, well, I was about to say earlier, he killed the guy, even though he told me not to go killing people in the, he said specifically not to kill any wounded monolith soldiers, which I didn't. But the little optional quest involving his request apparently also included the ones that weren't wounded. So I failed that because the guy had to die, and I'm not going to utilize this game's extremely lacking stealth system just to maybe get something that might or might not be worth it, or to get a pat on the back and nothing at all. I'm not going through all of that hassle, and so I didn't. I killed everyone that wasn't on the table. I'm a good boy, but he went ahead and killed the guy. Granted, there was a good reason, and I don't blame him for it in the slightest. So I'm not going to go with the second option.
The scientists you mentioned, sea consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. S.T.A.L.K.E.R dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity. My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments. But I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
So how can I side with the doctor? Let's go with this.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the zone have evolved into? In a place where both humans and nature are nothing more than test subjects. If it had been born into freedom, like Tiger, it might have evolved differently, into a zone of creation rather than destruction. And then we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, S.T.A.L.K.E.R was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before Sea Consciousness died. S.T.A.L.K.E.R managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably knows more about subtle matter than I do. Along with the sea technologies that Sea Consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity, chances are he's still researching it to this day.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich. He's in charge of the cordon and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Okay, so I'm sure he's not going to miss that gun I took. What the frick am I supposed to do with this then? Oh, that must be Tiger.
Good day, Storm.
God dang
Take
it.
care.
So now I've got more junk in my pocket. And how much does this piece of garbage weigh? Okay, so it's 0.5 kilograms, but it's still... I don't want it there. What a terrible life we lead. Okay. Quick save is out, and... so I need to go over to Rostock. I'm not going to bother with this, I just don't care. I'm going to head over to Rostock and then... and then shimmy and shake my way on over here to the Cordon. Yeah, that... at least this place still has a guide, so that's good. I'll be able to take that to wherever I need to be. Let's see. In the name of science, stop tracking that because I don't care. Anything else being tracked? No. Good. So, this is where we bid farewell until I get to Cordon.
Tell me, did you kill them there? At the hospital?
I did what I had to do.
Of course. We all do what we must.
Why have it wait until I'm just about to leave to bring that up? It's dumb. Anyway, see you later, I guess.
Delighted to once again welcome everyone to the true temple of science.
I need to speak to Dr. Dallin. As for the Colonel, I'd rather not. Maybe some other time. Right now, I need to get everything in order and prove that the professors... that my team is making a great contribution to scientific progress. I have to ensure their future. I'm sure you can relate.
Okay. I guess this is where we are going to meet up. Welcome back. How are you? Are you all right? Your joints feeling good? You got your snacks? You got your pee out of the way? Probably not, because it would have literally been a second since we last met or spoke, however you'd like to think of it. So, it's going to be a bit weird when I open the trade menu. But it's okay. It's okay. We don't necessarily live on this particular save just yet. I'm just thinking about it. But since we are here, we may as well do this. Now, I came here for a particular reason. I needed to upgrade something. because I can't sprint. I want to sprint. I would love to sprint. Can't do it currently. You'll see why.
In accordance with the new regulations, scientists are prohibited from leaving the Malachite facility without personal permission from Victoria Dorozhnyuk.
That's her, by the way. So, I came back here because I wanted to get something upgraded, or, upgraded's the right word. Turns out, this place is back in order. Of course, they're all pissed at me again, and that means high prices. I might be able to do something about that if I can get some tasks done from the doctor that's over there in the infirmary. But that aside, I didn't expect this place to be functioning again. I honestly didn't. I was expecting it to end up like S.T.A.L.K.E.R and just be a burning hole in the ground, but I had hoped it wouldn't be the case. And for once, I was rewarded for my faith.
Don't even think about hustling me.
So, don't look at my armor. Those are slugs. Anyway, so I picked up an exosuit. Not just any old exosuit, though. The Liberty exoskeleton, which comes with 5 unlocked slots. A weight of 10.5 kilograms, probably because it doesn't have the ability to sprint. But we're working towards that as we speak. As you can see, some of the highest physical protection you ever did see, as well as radiation protection. Of course, as you would expect, the anomaly protection leaves a little to be desired, but nothing that... I'm pretty sure if I were to care, I could probably upgrade the exoskeleton so that it could reach those resistance levels, but I really don't care. Anyway, that's all we needed from her.
Yeah.
In accordance with the new regulations, scientists are prohibited from leaving the Malachite facility without personal permission from Victoria Dorozhnyuk.
Take us under his wing. Do we work directly under Ozerski? I don't think so. The Serkins think we're a joke, and the Ward is still looking for anyone who used to work with Spark.
Yeah, it's been tough. Might as well just leave the zone for good.
Yes.
Shame about the professor. However, I've heard that Kravenko is looking for a neurobiologist. Say what you will about the Ward, but they do recognize that progress often requires a certain flexibility, particularly when it comes to science. As for this mess, in the end, Dorozhnyuk got what she wanted, even though the means hardly justified the ends. Like I said, science demands a certain degree of flexibility.
Don't need that.
I can't...
Yeah, I'm sort of addicted to being able to run with as much stuff as I want. Right, that's going to cost me though, huh? Yeah, I don't need it that badly.
Do you have any...
Take your pick.
Call the herd, euthanize hopeless patients, crazed mutants. Let's hope the hopeless patients aren't mutants. They probably are now that I think about it, because it's pretty much all mutants everywhere else. Call the herd, mutants. Put down crazed mutants, I'm assuming mutants. Cull the Herd is probably going to be better. And by better, I mean it's probably going to have a much lower likelihood of involving bloodsuckers. I'm up to here with my tolerance levels for bloodsuckers, and I don't want to break. I would like to continue playing this game. Although Rise of the Ronin did release, and despite its issues, I would like to play it. But between this and Lords of the Fallen, I'm enjoying Lords of the Fallen more, so... Anyway.
As a committed scientist, I recognize the significance.
Don't care.
Reminder to all research personnel. Everyone has to fill out the safety training form by the end of the month.
Now, can you actually upgrade
Honestly,
my armor?
wardens or no wardens, I couldn't care less. Warden gun, loner gun, jam's the same. And I'm stuck here fixing them, huh? Unlike some folks, I'm not whining. What's the point? It's just a waste of time.
So, can you do anything for me? This is upsetting and disturbing and quite frustrating. So who the frick can actually upgrade these things? If it's not this guy at one of the most advanced places in the game, at least this far, there might be someone in Pripyat, maybe? And yes, I'm aware that there is a non-zero chance that there is an exosuit out there just that I can find or be rewarded with. But I want it, and I want it now. Granted, I'm not fond of the idea of paying 100,000 crusty coins for it, but I mean, it's not like the suit itself is going anywhere. I can always reset the map over at Rostock, and eventually it'll return to her inventory. I cannot have something that I can't sprint in, and I think sprint's here. I can't have something I can't run with. It's not logical. And it's not like the other armor hasn't served me well. Though I do appreciate the fact that this comes with 1, 2, 3 different increases to wear resistance. While this is weight reduction, which I would much prefer. That gives us an extra 1, 2 kilograms, and then whatever 10% ends up coming out to. I guess an extra 10 kilograms on top. So that's a gain of 12. I don't hate that. That means our maximum would end up being 12 on top of 140 for 152 kilograms that we can carry. Oh yeah, and since it has 5 slots unlocked at the start, it's just what you would expect. The radiation protection for the slots themselves, which is always good. Granted, I really only need 1. Pretty sure I only need 1. I was really hoping I'd be able
move along.
Shut up. I was really hoping that I'd be able to upgrade the freaking armor here.
I never thought I'd be against a change in leadership. But now, I'd choose a bumbling genius over someone with a stick up their ass.
So I have to go ahead and reload and get this armor back where it belongs and out of my inventory, off of my character. Then I'm going to have to come back here, accept the job from this guy, Where does this even... I thought I turned that off. I did. Why is this still visible? This one. Yeah, it's not too far. So I'm probably going to go ahead, reload like I said.
Reminder to all research personnel, everyone has to fill out the safety training form by the end of the month.
And then I'll come back here and try to get this done. Hopefully it's still here or somewhere close, so I can get towards mending the relationship here, or their attitude towards me, because I do want cheaper prices, because I will need them eventually, probably. Even though it seems like we're heading towards the end of the game, I can't be sure that's the case, so I have to assume that these guys are still going to be necessary for me. All right, finally. Of course, he doesn't want to look me in the eyes. He's embarrassed. Poor thing. So, I finally did all of the things I said I was going to do, and I'm going to leave in the hunting or the thinning of the herd. That was certainly a task. I died twice. One time, nope, 3 times. One of those times I loaded out of it, just couldn't be bothered. The second time, didn't notice I had gotten low. Apparently they had hit me with their jump attack before, and then you don't take 2 of those to the chin and live to tell about it, apparently, unless you've got physical protection artifacts. And I didn't put those on because getting hit was not part of the game plan.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter?
Yes.
How the hell did you get word of it?
If I tell him about the doctor, he'll probably be more willing to spill the beans.
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
If I feel like paying you, then sure, if I feel like it.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me.
Got one right here for you.
Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
I even have one of those for you. A package and a tip. Well, the complete package, you might say. What time is it? Too late to go hunting. Instead, we sleep. Love having to hold that button for 3 seconds. And now I have to check what time it is because for some reason they decided to go backwards and not allow you to determine what time you wake up. See,
I gotta figure out
if I
how
can
many
control it,
I need to buy a new rifle.
I'd sleep another hour just to get rid of this. Whatever. I guess brain damage is one wound time can't heal. Okay, let's see what it is we're after. I'm mostly concerned about running into the shard anomaly, so that's...
You weren't so quiet this time, Skiff. My men have had you in their crosshairs for a while. You want to talk? Back at the commissary, we managed to part on good terms. Maybe we can do that again. Come on in. Keep your cool, and the guys will let you pass. You have my word.
Okay, I have to be honest. Does anyone here even remember who the frick Roosevelt is? I'm not talking about the president. I don't remember who this guy is. Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm actually going to get them... I don't know what happened there, but works for me.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told you, never take a gig unless they pay up.
I'll let them deal with that. Because that's basically just free money. I honestly don't remember parting on good terms with any bandits anywhere at any point in time. Every bandit I remember has been left a corpse in my wake. And I just can't imagine how Roosevelt got away. They are absolutely wearing this tree out, though, aren't they? Shooting at a guy who was downed, just so you're aware. It might not have been It might not be easy for you to tell, depending on how you're watching. It's daylight. Depending on how you're watching, so just wanted to clear that up for you. I shot the guy in the foot. He apparently went down behind a tree. They killed everyone else. It was just that little bit of a... I don't know how he ended up downed instead of killed, but that's where we are.
Zero discipline. And I can't say I'm thrilled to see you either, Skiff. I know your type. Wherever you go, death follows.
Yeah. What are we talking about again? You know, I was thinking about it, and it occurred to me. What S.T.A.L.K.E.R could really use is a system akin to Fallout, where you can pick things like perks early on in the game, before you start. And you can call them like quirks of the zone, things like that. And even one of the negatives could be just enemies popping up out of nowhere, specifically to shoot you. I would prefer if it didn't include mutants, but if it did, so be it. That's the life I would have chosen. I'm just saying, if S.T.A.L.K.E.R could use more RPG aspects, elements, I mean. Like, look, I'm not fond of the game, but I will admit it was good. Granted, I didn't spend $1 on it, never will. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the RPG mechanics, if you walk around with a bag full of garbage to sell or to keep, you gradually become stronger so you can carry more garbage. Something as simple as that. And more, if possible. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 would be so much, S.T.A.L.K.E.R in general, would be so much better with RPG elements like that. And no, I'm not just saying that because I would love to carry hundreds upon hundreds of kilograms of weight. But I'm not saying I would hate it if I could. I don't want to go modding game files to do that. I don't want to go downloading mods that change that tiny thing to do that for me. I want in-game mechanics that let me do stuff like that. Just naturally, or even by intent, if that's what I want. I don't think it's asking that much, is it? Well, crap. This recording is coming up on 2 hours, which is not great. Let's go ahead and quick save. They won't go out there to the bodies, I don't think, so that should be fine.
Well, whose pretty little toes have I stepped on this time? I doubt you're here to catch up with an old friend.
I don't even know who you are.
You crossed Sidorovich, and he's not happy.
Fuck. I had a hunch that courier job was fishy. But, you know, in times like these, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
I need the cargo that Sidorovich's courier had with him, Roosevelt.
Sure, I'll hand it over. On one condition. The last thing I need right now is a war with Sidorovich. But after this, he'll probably shoot me on sight. However, he might be willing to talk about our fate with you.
I could see that. After all, the guy could basically just hire them on as protection for his couriers. I don't see why we couldn't come to an agreement like that. A decoder, huh?
Fair enough. Hand me the package and I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovich.
Here. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
Also, I've got some garbage to clean up. Look at these guys. Looking all professional. They'd be intimidating if you didn't know they were retarded, simply by virtue of being the bandit faction. The dumbest bunch of anything in the zone you could possibly find. Just second to Flesh. Flesh have to be the stupidest thing in the zone. Unequivocally. Look at that. Beautiful. I will take that for sure. Where's the guy that was behind the tree? He's there. Surely it couldn't have been him. So I did free up some more markers. So we can at least do that. And yeah, this was the guy behind the tree that I shot. Right, back to Sidorovich, I guess. Carefully. Considering I don't want to have to pay to get my armor fixed. You know, armor isn't actually the most expensive thing I have to fix. It's usually, what, 3.4 thousand to repair it every time? Based on it being, I think, above 75%. Which is fine. Then comes the shotgun. Which just... it's made of tissue paper and ceramics, I guess? Because the thing is just... oh, dear. Like I said, I don't want anyone touching my armor. Oh, now, we can't have it end like that. I'm sorry, what? Somewhere there. Yep. I don't like that. This is all wood. Better go get my goods. Yoink. Mine. Dang it. the two. Poor idiots. If nothing else, I am incredible bait. I didn't get shot. Use the shotgun, so I don't really need to repair anything.
You are alive.
Yeah, it happens.
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
You are a crafty guy, Skiff. This is the second time you've jumped into a risky deal, and yet you're still in one piece. A rare talent. Folks like you are where zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can leave. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk, looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the Oasis, right here at the Cordon.
What is the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing, or at least for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
Yep, I still have this in here because, of course I do.
Price tag on our fuck up. But hey, we're all still breathing. I keep my word too. Take these coordinates. Anything you find, it's all yours. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's going to be full of garbage. If it were in a completely different area, maybe there'd be a chance that there's something of value.
Hiya, Stalker. What brings you here?
I hear there was an old lab at the Cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First that dark guy, now you.
I'll give you the same advice I gave him. Stay away.
Dark? Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal. Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their sour mugs, they clearly didn't see eye to eye. In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy, here's the coordinates. You can figure out if he's a rat or my guts off.
No, he's almost certainly a rat. Jeez, 500 kilometers? And it's raining even though I wanted daylight? Ah. So, the stash is under the bridge, which isn't too big of a problem. Where's this taking us? So, yeah. Okay. Ah, there it is. So basically just a wall of dicks. Got it. There's a corpse in here.
Where do you think you're going, Lona?
I just wanted, could I see the, I just wanted some loot.
Is Dark around? I need him.
Hey, Screamer, have you seen Dark?
He's probably at his place. Come on, let him in. He's a big boy. He can find his way around.
Just going to go ahead and touch that. Thank you very much.
You've Dalton. A loner. Okay. We'll give him a warm
It didn't have to be like this, you know? Nah, we'll keep that on. I don't imagine anyone will appear from strange places or anything.
No enemy in sight. At ease.
I can't even see him.
Shoot to kill.
I am. I ask you, how am I getting hit around a corner? I can't shoot him around, huh? The answer is that leaning around a corner moves your hitbox out way farther than you are. Because
Enemy is close. Keep looking.
why not, I guess?
I need cover.
I thought I was hurt worse than that. It was just the bleeding giving me a false sense of circumstances. That's not necessary here. Maybe. Maybe it's not.
I know you're here somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I can wait. Can you? You know I'm here. Be brave.
I know you're here somewhere.
I'm not happy that their guns are stuck in the air.
Come and get me up.
There are still more of you?
Keep going. I'm almost there. If you make it, I'll owe you one.
Moving into position. Cover.
Where's my goddamn food? Oh, that's actually annoying. Why don't I have... I had 7 goddamn cans of food. What the frick? One of these idiots has to have food. Is it crucial I eat right now? No, not really. Do I want to be on the safe side? Yeah, definitely. Come on, let me touch it. That's not what I wanted. The frick is going on here? I hate this. I hate it here. Okay. Where'd your gun go? That has to be it. Grows, I just picked up must have been from this guy. Yeah, I don't fully pay attention when I loot. I'm too busy trying to listen out for someone trying to sneak up on me. And yes, I know what an oxymoron that is. Listening out for someone sneaking? Yes, it's ridiculous. But it's a habit. Where's your gun?
know you're here somewhere.
Oh, and I did check the controls, finally. There's no night vision in this game whatsoever. Which is also another retarded decision. Every other single Stalker game has had night vision. All in the same manner, of course. But ultimately, they had it. Especially, what was that last one called? Call of Pripyat, where you could actually control how long you slept or until when you slept. It doesn't make sense to just cut quality of life features like that, unless you're retarded. You know what? I think I actually will take the frickin' Finca. I'm really, really tired. This door must be connected over here. Yeah. I'm really, really tired of being the only person in the game that can, or the only entity in the game that can bleed. Enough's enough. Whenever I get into a fight, I'm just going to turn off my veins with some Vinca. Okay, I might have overdone the looting. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm not carrying around that kind of garbage. Frankly, these two can go as well. You know what? They're gone. All right, who are you and why were you? See, I was going for a dick sucking joke, but I didn't know where it was going to go until I started. And I know where it's supposed to go now, but the timing is off. And it feels terrible. Oh, so this is dark. Okay. And that explains that. Yep, that's mine now. These were always mine. If I could grab them, those would be mine too. You can keep that. saw something else. All right.
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid. A Mauser. So who might you be, unknown gunslinger?
I'm Skiff. You must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Is he breathing? Oh, great. Game crashed. All right. I guess we're done. We will try again in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here up until that part. We will be back, of course, with another episode. I don't know what episode this is or when it goes up, but you can be sure there will be more eventually. I'm going to assume that none of this matters. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.